Hello everyone, welcome to 3ddesignacademy.com. In this lesson, we will continue with part 90 of constructing the car project. Okay, so continuing on from the previous lesson, I'm going to go ahead and try to put some fillets in. Oh, actually, I forgot to do this one, so let's do that one. So I'm just going to, first of all, delete the construction history like this, and I'm going to do this one. Okay, so this one, I want to keep the size as similar as possible. So I believe, well, actually, this was created using a blend curve. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so I'm just going, well, if that's okay, so, let me just do an extend of this one. I'm going to turn merge off and I'm just going to project straight like that. Actually, let me just do it a little bit differently. So I'm just going to measure the distance between here, and it looks like it's 20. No, actually, that's not a good way to measure. Okay, you know what? Let me just try a surface fillet. And I'm going to say edge line, and I'm just going to try to gauge the closest one with this. So 12, no, not 120, but 12. I think 12 might be a little big. 11 looks like is our winner. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to basically set this as a basic size, and I'm just going to turn. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good size. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a degree 3 curve, connect the ends. I might have to do some adjustment, but we shall see how it turns out. So I'm just going to undo this one, and I'm just going to align this one like this, G2 here, and this is also going to be G2 curvature like this. Looks like it's not bad. Yeah, I think this going up is okay because the intersection point is also going up. So just going to leave it like that and use it as is. Okay, so I'm just going to project over here, and I'm going to project over here like this. I'm going to trim this piece over here and trim that piece over there. Now using a square, 1 and 3 is going to be curvature. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so while it built, there's quite a lot of spans. So I'm going to have to do a little rebuilding over here. So exhibit control 5 and 5. Okay, so there's a lot of CV structure problem over here. So I'm going to have to address that. Okay, so right now there's a little bit of CV structure problem. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, well, first of all, hide all the curves because they're in the way. Let me just do an align like this. Position influence to max. Same thing over here, like this. At least one side it got curvature or none. Okay, and now I'm going to grab these like this, and I'm going to create a square again based on this footprint. So just using the edge as a reference, and I'm going to hit that. And 1 is also going to, no, not 1, 4, side 4 is also going to be curvature. The CV structure is still wonky, but that's okay. I'm going to turn explicit control. Oh no, actually that has to stay explicit control on. And over here in the collinear option, I'm going to say 4 is going to be collinear. Okay, looks like that's not actually working quite well as I had hoped. So if that's the case, okay, so let me just try this to strain out the CV structure a little bit. While that's a little bit better, it's not great, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to actually turn 1 and 3 off curvature wise, and I think I'm going to turn 4 off as well. I'm going to turn that to neutral. Okay, I don't know why the CV structure is just diving down like this. Okay, so if that's the case, let me just delete this one like this. And I think I'm going to have to do a little manual adjustment. So I'm just going to curvature like this, and I'm going to turn blending on 1 and 2, blend factor of 0. Oh, that still looks quite terrible, to be honest. Okay, so there, while I can probably do some CV manipulation, I think what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to delete this and start fresh. So I'm going to say visible right here, and I'm going to have to. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Well, I think it might be a good idea to actually redo this fillet. But before I do that, let me turn this into a, I'm going to switch it up using trim convert. Now, the only problem is right now, I cannot do a trim convert because right now the it's got 5 edges. So here's, I'm going to just grab this one like this. And I'm just going to snap it there, and I'm going to fit curve over, oh, not fit curve over here. I'm just going to use the stretch tool to snap the edge over there, and I'm going to do align over here, blending off, and I'm going to align over here. And now, because it is a four-sided surface, I'm going to just do a trim and convert like this, and I'm going to hide this for a second. I might need it later. Okay, so I'm just going to align over here, and I'm going to align over here. Hopefully this will be a little bit better. Okay, so same thing over here. I'm going to make this into a just one patch. So let me just delete the construction history on this curve. And I'm going to, well, first of all, copy and paste. I'm going to hide this one. And I'm going to, well, first of all, trim convert, untrim this one. And I'm just going to trim convert it. Can I make it? I should be able to. Okay, so trim convert this piece. I'm just going to extend this piece over here. I don't know why it's not matching up, but that's okay. I can always fix that later. Okay, so now let's just do that. And now hopefully that'll give me a bit of a better result. Okay, so again, square 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is going to be curvature, 3 is going to be curvature, and 4 is going to be curvature. And let's see, the series structure. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can do a I don't think I can do a collinear option on 1, because if I do, it's going to go like this. So I think my best bet is to do some. Okay, so I'm just going to manipulate it using boundary blend. I think this needs to be straightened out a little bit. This a little bit more like that. Okay, so that looks a little better, but let's check it out from the bottom. I don't know why it's sinking down like this. Okay. Let's see where the misfit is. Why the highlight looks half decent. I do have to adjust for this. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I think, first of all, let me just align this one over here. If all else fails, I think I have some idea as to what to do, but let's try this one first. Okay, so elite, no, that one. Okay, so this one I actually have to align first. Yeah, I should have actually made this into degree 5. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. delete this piece, and I'm gonna bring this back. I'm going to say copy and paste, hide it here, and I'm just going to untrim it all the way. Okay, like this. And when I do a trim convert, it converted into degree 2. So if you look at actually, wait, oh, okay. So if I convert it like this, you'll see it's degree 2 and it's actually failing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to convert it into a degree 5. Convert. Oh, there we go. And this one I can delete. So now let's see if that works better. Okay, so now I'm going to do a line over here. Align this piece to this one like that. So now that should work a little better. And I'm going to align this piece to over here. Okay, and I think I have some manual CV movements that I have to do. Okay, so let me just delete the construction history, and I'm just going to clean out the CV structure. So I'm just going to, okay, so slide, and I'm going to do prop mod. I'm going to grab these CV structures like this, something like 10. I'm just going to slide them along like that. Actually, this one, let me isolate these. So I'm just going to grab this one like that. Okay, and I'm just going to slide it like this. And this one too. Well, this one is okay. So I'm just going to slide the bottom one like that. And this one looks to be lined up okay, but I can always, I'm pretty sure I can improve it. So I'm just going to slide this one, this one, this one, and this one like that. And hopefully that'll give us a better result. Okay, so it looks like it's not quite as shaping up as I hoped. So let me just slide it a little bit and see how it does. Okay, so first of all, let me just align this. So this is state curvature, and I'm just going to align this side. So that's now curvature. It's a failing tangency over here, but I'm going to find out why. So show max label, show comb. Okay, so it's just a little bit, so I don't think that's going to be a big problem. And this side, I am more concerned about, so let's try that. So I'm going to say vector, say normal. Okay, so at least I was able to achieve tangency. But the problem is it failed it in this way. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of adjustment. So, and also it looks like it's a little bit weird. The CV structure is a little bit weird over here. So I'm going to have to move this a little bit. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab non-proportional scale, and I'm just going to slide it along this edge, and hopefully that improves it. Actually, it looks like that improved this side quite a lot, and it looks like it's also the CV structure seems a little bit better. So I'm just going to pull this out, slide it along, pull it out. Oh, no, shouldn't have done that way. Should have done this one and this. So I'm going to pull it out a little bit and like that. Okay, so looks like that's a little bit better. However, I think I can use, okay, so that's better. And looks like it's looking better from here too. And this one, I'm going to try and squish it this way. Okay, so I think that's a little bit better than before. Okay, so this one, let's see, does it dive down? Yes, it does. So, okay, so I'm just going to pull it this way. And this one, I'll pull it this way. And these, because the other side changed, I'm going to pull this away too. Okay, so looks like it's delete construction history. And I'm going to align it again. I'm going to say vector. Okay, and while I was moving this, it got a lot closer over here. So that gives me a bit of hope. Okay, so I don't like the dip over here, but let me see if I can address it a little bit. Okay, so again, CV move. Oh, not that one, but this one is this. Okay, so it looks like the history is gone. Vector. There's a bit of a dip. So I'm going to just grab this edge like this. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, and this one, because it moved, I'm going to try to see if I can just slide it a little bit this way. And this one also slide it this way. Oh, why is it doing that? It should be, the vector should be on. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Looks like it's not moving. So I'm just, if that's the case, I'm just going to stay the current course. And while the CV structure doesn't seem perfect, I think it's better than before. Okay, so now let's see if I can adjust this one. So I'm just going to delete the construction history on all of them. I'm going to align this side. Over here. Looks like there's a little tangency break, so I'm going to have to adjust that. Let me just do this. NUV 5,000. Hopefully it doesn't break tangency over here. Okay, so that's good. I was able to achieve tangency, at least tangency over here, curvature there. That's wonderful. And I'm going to have to fit these two. I'm hoping, however, this, okay, looks like it's 1.0. If that's the case, I'm just going to ignore it. Okay. So there it is. That fillet took quite a lot of time, but at least we were able to achieve what we were looking for. Now this piece, I'm hoping that I can just re-intersect the existing one. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit short one. I'm going to end it here and I'm going to restart on the next video. Okay, so that's it for part 90. We will continue in the next tutorial and thank you guys for watching.